We have a new Keplerians team video that we're gonna watch today, react to, talk about it. It's not an actual news video, it's a Keplerians making of video, or like how it's done. Basically how they created boris and how they created the minirods. But we get new Ice Cream 5 sneak peeks, which means that Ice Cream 5 might come soon. Maybe, hopefully. We're begging Keplerians team to release it soon so we can find out what happens in the factory. Where do the kids go to? Anyways, let's start it. I actually haven't seen any of these, but it's starting now. We don't get Kepler, but we get to find out how it's done. I want to see how long it is. We don't even know how long it is. I don't know if it's a longer video because it's like talking about how to make it. Hey Alex. Okay, Boris and the minirods are very important characters. Rod's factory is very big. Therefore, Rod needed some kind of helpers. I have to read it because of subtitles. Such as the minions of the Oompa Loompas of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Such as the... Yeah, okay. Boris, on the other hand, is the final boss of the game. Look at Boris, boy. Careful of the damaged floor. The idea was... I forgot what it said. Boris, he's going too fast, and the minirods act as loyal goons who warn their boss if something happens. Okay. They are the little helpers. For Boris, we looked for some references of pop culture characters. I wonder what they went for. Characters like Ralph Kingpin from Spider-Verse? Oh, yes. They do look like. Even... Who is that? I don't know who that is. From there, we started an exploration phase where we start drawing sketches and looking for interesting shapes. He does look like Ralph, doesn't he? Once this phase is over, we start with a final concept phase. And then we have the minirods. I love the minirods. They're basically teeny tiny versions of Rod. And you get frozen. Have I ever gotten caught? I think I got caught once. Joseph Sullivan something and the minirods are something else. When creating these areas, we have to keep in mind the general aesthetics and set dressing in order to transmit certain feelings in the exact moment. Hey, FGTV, dark hallways and warehouses, unselling showrooms, an abandoned ice cream shop and the store. All of these areas guarded by creepy peaks of the minirod. I really have to do this faster. The minirods weren't always around working in Rod's factory. In the beginning, when Joseph Sullivan reinstated the factory, he did hire regular human beings. But once he invented the prototype minirod, he slowly started to fire his human workers. With Rod's arrival, his stepson, and with the new technology advances, Rod was able to improve these prototype minirods. In the minirods we know from this ice cream chapter. Okay. Does that mean we get more in chapter 5? I got the fun part, which was giving these robots shape and body. Was the artist. I love art. And that was the thing, make them actually look like robots. Such as minirod's legs. You see it, all the bolts and stuff. And Boris's hands. That's how I knew that he was a robot too. It had to be very clear that they were metallic, and that was the challenge. Ooh. What is this? Substance painter. Even though it's fake metal. But it's good. It looks good. I love the models of Ice Cream 4. The fact that Boris and the minirods are robots let us justify some tricks we used to adjust the difficulty. It's true that minirods are a little bit blind and sometimes escaping from them is easy. But hey, they're robots. Nevertheless, implementing enemies is always a complex task. They are way easier to deal with. For example, a few hours after releasing, the speedrunners had already uploaded my speedrunner showing how they use Boris to sneak into the control room and finish the game in less than a minute. No, I'm not the speedrunner. I'm a slow runner. Each enemy patrols a specific area, so the danger level is balanced all around the map. Yeah, I noticed that. But you can always find unexpected surprise. What is he doing? He's never in there. And you discover Boris from the beginning, but in order to defeat him, you need to find items and solve puzzles throughout the factory. Besides finding items, something in Ice Cream 4. You can also find secrets in the factory museum thing, like the prototype Minirod that is still in the museum. But don't worry, because in Ice Cream 5 we will see him in action. Oh, is that a sneak peek? That's another Minirod, okay, but it's the prototype. That was a sneak peek in there. She loves Boris. She named him Boris. Each team member chose a name. We decided through votes. I want that plush. I want that ice cream plush. Boris is a little lazy, so the animation had to portray his personality. So he's like sluggish and heavy as he walks around and then falls down. The minirods are like naughty and playful little kids. They are doing evil all over the factory. The running too. Like you notice in the running animation. They're little sneaky kids. That's what they are. When they attack you, their heads spin and throw rays. That's like the special spinning thingy. When Boris is defeated, he ends up totally destroyed. Poor thing. I feel bad for Boris. He's like there all the time, just chilling, having a nap, and then Jay ruins everything. So the sneak peek was in the middle. Very sneaky, Keplerians. You would think it'd be in the end, but we got it in the middle. Are you ready to dissect and figure out what we're getting in Ice Cream 5? Okay, here we go. Ice Cream 5. You ready for it? So there's a prototype Minirod that is still in the museum. This is what it shows here. And we get actual new concept art of what he's actually going to look like. That's the concept art. So he's like a trash dispenser, basically. He gets rid of all the trash. I don't know where the trash area is in the factory yet, but it goes down to an incinerator that basically incinerates the trash. And I'm assuming he has to basically take it from the trash dump and burn everything. And that's how factories work, I think. But yeah, we get a new Minirod. That is the info. And we get a new area, the incineration area. That is what I'm naming it. That is what I'm calling it. But we know they're working on Ice Cream 5 now, which is great. They started at least with the ideas. And hopefully we get something more soon, like a full Keplerians news video. But this was cool to watch also to see how everything is made. Anyways, for now I'm going to have to end this here. Hope you guys liked it. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a like. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Niflick!